And how do you guys take that feedback that you're getting? Because you were just describing how you collect all that, right? How do y'all take that and then turn that into action, turn that into, hey, we're gonna do this now. We're moving forward with it. What does that look like?
Well, once you compile all the input from residents from all sorts of, different ways, and they look at that and they'll send us, the final chapter of this is what we feel that the residents want to see
Mm.
in the future for
Hmm.
the next 10 years. And it's placed in the master plan. Okay. When it's all said and done, it's part of the document of the master plan.
Hmm.
So, especially with planning, as things progress, if a hotel wants to go downtown,
Hmm.
well, geez, we have it right here. There was a lot of requests for a hotel downtown.
Okay.
So it's kind of in the vision, and it
Mm.
kind of parallels exactly what people want. So that it's a valuable input
Okay. Gotcha.
for the plan.
It sounded to me like you were describing like you look for overlap
Yes,
in the vision of like, well, we had a lot of feedback for X and we had a lot of feedback for Y, and those are very similar.
yeah,
Maybe we can solve that problem
exactly,
together. That's kind of how it is.
exactly.
Oh, okay, okay. And then once y'all have this vision, y'all have this feedback, you've identified areas that you can take action, and you already have, I suppose people refer to it as the political will to do this stuff, right? Like you already know you have support from the community to take action on it. Okay.
Some of these larger meetings with the public, sometimes they have a facilitator, such as yourself, and they'll break it out in groups of 5 to 7 people, and they'll have the large sheet. And sometimes, if you've seen the green dots or orange dots, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? And so each group would put a dot, say, this is important, this is important, this is important. So in the end, those groups give a report, and it's amazing how close some of those groups come to the same thoughts, the same idea.
Yeah. A lot of
A
similarities.
lot of similarities,
Huh.
and it works.
Yeah.
It works.
Very cool. Okay.
So one of the other approaches that I think is really starting to work well after a council has been elected, taken the oath, and has been seated, we'll take a day out, like a Saturday, and have a goal setting session where we try and build consensus on what the goals of the council should be. And usually we come up with 10 fairly specific areas.
Mhm.
And they do vary. Some of them are specific as start and finish the waterfront as soon as possible. I mean, that was the one that the mayor had proposed, and it was immediately accepted.
Okay.
Others is to continue to work on attainable housing, and the goals are specific enough that they can be really operationalized. That the city manager can take it, and he actually uses the goals to help him develop individual goals and strategies for his departments. So that takes it a step along. And then when you combine that with the master plan, the planning department with the help of the planning board can actually say, hey, this is something that we want to do. We want to go forward with this because it meets the goals, it meets the master plan,
Hmm.
and it's something that, is attainable. So
Gotcha.
that's
Okay. Very
Yeah,
cool.
it
Very cool.
works.